he's overflowing that cup. Damn, that bottle is full.
Endless bottle.
Yeah.
Bottle of holding.
Yeah, bottle of holding. Oh my god.
A responsible adult should know better than to go stumbling around in the dead of night. Coco.
What? Why did he call you out? I know. What do I know? What do I do now?
Nothing.
What do I know? Feeny has nothing in his brain.
Mr. Wright.
Mr. Layton.
Mr. Wright.
Edgeworth in the distance. No! Your Honor, the defense, excuse me, believes there is a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony.
Objection!
Shut up! Don't yell at me again. Coco is so scared. What?
Objection!
Oh my god. That's gay.
Very gay.
The person contradicting this man's testimony
is none other than you.
Me?
Miss Kira.
Are you both pointing at me? At the time of the incident, that man heard someone's voice call his name.
That voice belonged to you, Miss Kira. It could not have been anyone else.
And yet, in your testimony, you stated that you were in such shock during tonight's events that you couldn't even speak.
This is a clear contradiction.
Objection!
What? What is the meaning of this, defender? Can you really claim to trust this sham of a witness and his sham of a testimony?
Objection!
That man's character is beside the point. His testimony is anything but a sham. As he watched the flames erupt, his attention was drawn to a voice behind him, which in turn made him fall over.
He heard a woman's voice calling his name. A very concrete reason, and reason enough to believe his testimony.
Objection!
If it is as you say, then explain why you feel this witness is somehow responsible.
That's right. Why me? People barely hear me when I'm out selling my flowers. That's how soft my voice is. And besides, there was another woman at the scene, wasn't there? Me? What are you getting at, young lady? Do you honestly think a woman my age would be out so late at night in the forest flirting with questionable men? Besides, I don't even know this pathetic man's name. How could I have called out to him? Neither did I. And even if I did know his name, do you really think he's the kind of guy any self-respecting girl would want? Come on, ladies. I'm standing right here, you know.
Aww.
I mean, can't argue with him. As I was saying, the only person that guy could have heard from behind him was you, Miss Kira.
The defense wishes to present evidence to prove this claim.
To accuse a witness like this young lady here, why, it's simply unheard of. Is it? Sworn you, defender, if you cannot prove your accusation to this court, you will see the underside of my gavel.
He hasn't been to Japanifornia.
It's true. Show us the evidence proving this young lady was the one who called out to the man at the time of the crime. Okay, do I just hit present?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I have to go into the details and hit present?
You just hit present and it'll bring it up.
Okay.
Take that!
Take a look at this and you'll have your answer. This is the crime scene sketch. You can see the position of each witness during the crime. The only person that he could possibly have heard from behind was none other than Miss Kira.
Objection!
Listen here, Sir Blue Knight. I will only tell you this one more time. A sham of a witness yields only a sham of a testimony. That is all there is to it. Did you, in fact, see this flower girl's face?
Now that you mention it, seeing as if I've fallen down and all, I don't think I saw a face. Okay, but you heard her voice, right? Let me think. The voice came out of nowhere. It was kinda high-pitched. And I guess it kinda sounded like her, but I can't say whether or not it was this girl's voice.
And there you have it, Sir Blue Knight. Such a pity.
I'm gonna take a hammer to your head, sir.
I'll take a
And she-
sword to yours.
Don't worry, you won't have time. I'll have you brained in an instant. Huh?
My lord, it is clear that the defense's claim is nothing but a pointless waste of the court's time.
Geez, it's like you're threatened or something.
I recommend you deliver unto them a penalty befitting such behavior.
Indeed, Inquisitor. Ready yourself, Defender. Is that from him?
Nope.
Eh? What is that laughter? Pardon me, my lord. Huh? It looks like you finally arrived at a decision. That means this has nothing to do with me. Isn't that right, Inquisitor Barnum?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that it's time for me to stop peddling testimony and get back to peddling flowers. I mean, look at all of these flowers left over. It's going to take until sunrise to sell them all if I stay here any longer. Or maybe, my lord, you and the rest of the court would be interested in buying my entire stock of flowers to help a girl out? No, I don't think... I mean... Then it's settled. Now, if you'll excuse me, my apologies for the interruption. Understood. Court will dismiss the witness.
Well, Miss Kira, it would seem you are beginning to show the court your true colors.
Oh, whatever do you mean? Okay then, everyone. It looks like that's that.
Hold it!
Wait, you can't leave yet. This cross-examination isn't over. Now that's funny. You say it isn't over, and yet the rest of the court seems to think otherwise. Isn't that right, Inquisitor Barnum?
The Inquisition maintains that the real witch is the accused, Espella Cantabella. This girl is nothing more than a witness. As such, the court cannot force her to stay against her will.
This is bad. If they let her walk out now...
Nick, do you think she could be...
a real witch. You really like throwing around accusations, don't you, Sir Defender? Let me spell it out for you. One last time, so even you can understand. I didn't know this man's name at all before today. I still don't remember it. So, how could I have called out to him? Do you get it now? Now then, until we meet again, don't forget to buy some flowers on your way home, everyone.
Hold it!
I mean, she's gone, buddy.
One moment, please, Miss Kira.
It's back in. Is there something else you wanted?
You don't seem to realize what you just let slip.
Huh? What are you talking about?
This man testified that he heard his name called at the crime scene. However, you had no knowledge of his name at the time. Is that correct?
That's right! This weirdo is just imagining things. Like I said, I've already forgotten his name, even though he told it to us earlier.
There's just one problem, Miss Kira. Namely, what the voice he heard tonight was actually saying.
Huh?
What do you mean? It's obvious. It was the name, wasn't it? Now, what was that name again?
Lord, I'm still here, you know.
Stop! He's already dead!
Right?
You're saying that what this man heard tonight wasn't a name, but rather something else entirely. Indeed I am, Inquisitor Barnum.
Something else. Aha! Only one other thing it could be. He looks super weird from the front, dude.
Yeah, he looks like Satan.
Yeah, it's a stretch, but the possibility is there. Imagine Edward sees that every night. Terrifying.
That's right, Mr. Wright. That single possibility is the key to solving this mystery.
Is the defense ready to present its evidence to the court?
This is ridiculous. I demand you let me go this instant.
Witness, what you are being accused of is not to be taken lightly. You will not leave this courtroom so long as any reasonable doubt remains.
Defender, you may present your evidence. Show the court what the voice this man heard tonight was really saying.
Oh, we just gotta scroll on over here. And maybe it's this.
Take that!
Excuse me, mister. I'm sorry. What's your name again? You've,
Got a name. No one seems to be able to remember for some reason.
Hey, it's Amir. My name's Amir, darn it. How many times have I got to say it?
No matter the number of times you say it, you do not look like an Amir.
Again, I only remember my most loyal customers' names, and he doesn't look like he could afford even a single daisy.
Come on, guys. Stop kicking a guy when he's down. Mr. Amir, what you heard tonight at the crime scene was not your name. Your name just so happens to sound exactly like a certain other name.
Another name.
The answer is right here in this tome. I'm talking about Amir. Amir? What he actually heard at the time wasn't his own name. It was the name of a magical incantation.
What the?
Miss Kira, have you forgotten what you said a few minutes ago? You quite clearly stated that you didn't know this man's name.
Objection!
Sir Blue Knight, let me get this straight. You're saying that the Amir heard by the witness was actually said by this flower girl, and that it was not his name at all, but rather the incantation of a magic spell?
The defense proposes the following. The true criminal, the supposed witch, is not the defendant, Miss Bella Cantabella, but instead the witness who was heard uttering the magic incantation was Miss Kira. She's our witch. Used magic to vanish from the scene and tried to frame Miss Cantabella instead. No!
What just happened?
Is that girl? Is Isabella really not a witch?
Unbelievable. I've never heard anything like this.
Inquisitor Barnum! Have those two really defeated Inquisitor Barnum?
Objection!
Yeah.
An impressive display, Sir Blue Knight. It would seem you have finally managed to hone your blade. However,
I changed the autopsy report.
I believe that blade's edge is already beginning to dull.
Oh, suck my dick, dude. Jesus fuck.
Gladly. I mean...
I knew he was a bottom. What do you mean?
I'm referring to a contradiction, naturally.
Oh, you got a new toy and now you want to try it out, huh? Okay. Hey, that's my line.
Lord, the Inquisition would like to set the record straight regarding what transpired this evening.
Very well, Inquisitor Bonham.
Sir Blue Knight, you claim the following. At the time of the crime, the accused Bella Cantabella was surrounded by the two rows. In order to frame the accused as a witch, Miss Kira cast a spell Demir and made herself vanish. She then moved in closer to the victims. I like
That's
the
just-
updated.
Yeah, that's good.
At which point she cast Ignaze. Thus causing the incident seen by our witnesses tonight.
Indeed, that does seem to be the claim.
The problem is what happened next. There is a contradiction in the defense's account of Miss Kira's movements.
Contradiction in her movements.
Allow me to continue.
No, I kind of want you to shut up.
The witnesses have stated that they each ventured towards the crime scene. Which is when Miss Kira, the witch, made her way to this point while still invisible. When she arrived at said spot, she then cast a mirror and reappeared to join the other witnesses. And there you have it. This is accurate, isn't it, Sir Blue Knight?
That's correct. Then Mr. Amir heard her call his name.
Well then, I have but one question that I would like you to answer. Why would a witch need to do such a thing?
What do you mean?
Supposing Miss Kira were a witch, surely she would not have made the conscious decision to reappear when she did. One would imagine she would remain hidden and flee the crime scene.
Sounds like the magic has a stipulation of time. Just my take.
Quite right. That's what I'd do if I was a witch.
Given that point, there would be no viable reason for her to recite the incantation. In other words, it is inconceivable that this flower seller, Miss Kira, could be a witch.
What?
What just happened?
Is Kira really not a witch?
Inquisitor Barnum just turned this entire trial right around.
Not really, but you guys can believe what you want to believe.
Just what I'd expect from Labyrinthia's Sword of Justice.
Fucking Phoenix, like... Oh god. Huh?
That's right! You all heard it! It's just as Inquisitor Barnum said! Me, a witch! The idea is laughable!
Why is she getting so creepy looking? I don't know that she completely bounced back. I think she's slightly melted. Also, we're almost at an hour, so let's give this a rest. We'll be right back after a day. Bye-bye!
Bye!